Hey folks, this is Jared at Nintendo World Report. Today we're taking a look at a little game called Tembo The Badass Elephant. Now, you might be saying to yourself, hey, wait a minute, is this game on a Nintendo system? No, it's not. This game's coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, and right now we're looking at the PlayStation 4 version. But the thing is, the game is being created by Game Freak, who you might know is the developer who creates Pokémon. And Nintendo actually owns, I don't know the exact percentage, but they do have they do have a good amount of stock or ownership of the company. I think it's like 50% or something like that. But, even though they have a bunch of stock, they don't officially own Game Freak. Game Freak is not officially part of Nintendo. Sort of, maybe similar to how, back when Nintendo and Rare were together, where like Nintendo didn't exactly own Rare, but they owned like 49% of Rare. Sort of similar to that, but in this case, Game Freak has been testing the waters, I guess, a little bit. I believe they released the game on Android, and now here we go with Tembo The Badass Elephant coming to Xbox One, PS4, PC. Even though I think the developer of the game, the director of the game, has said that right now they're just focusing on those systems, but there's always the chance the game could come to other systems. But anyway, let's talk about the game itself and not just talk about why it's not on Nintendo systems. I've been playing the game a little bit. This game comes out next week on Tuesday for all those systems. Tuesday, July 21st, I believe. And anyway, this game, it's a fun little platformer where you play as an elephant. He's got, I feel like his main move is the dash move, his like rush move, where he just stampedes towards things. He also has water. He can use his trunks to shoot water, as you're seeing right now, to put out fires and things. The red fires go out forever. The blue fires will relight after a certain amount of time. Right near there, you saw his roll move. Here's one cool thing you'll see. Instead of 1-ups, the life is peanut butter. You need a jar of peanut butter to get your life back, and you can gain extra jars of peanut butter by collecting peanuts throughout the levels, that's pretty funny and cool. Anyway, so also, you may have just seen that green thing that was just collected. In every level, there's 10, whatever, green things, people that you have to collect. Those are like the collectibles in this game. You have 10 hidden items. I'm not exactly sure what they are. It looks like a person in like a portal or something, but you can collect those. You need to find those in every single level, as well as they want you to defeat every single enemy. You can see up there at the top, I think it says right now I have 126 out of 366. That's basically, if you defeat every enemy, that will be 366 killed. Some like, if you beat this tank, I think that counts as like 5 enemies, or 10 enemies, so those are things you can do in every level, you know, for people who are completionists, who want to do everything. Also, the game, to progress, you have to have a certain amount of the enemies killed before you can unlock certain stages. That's not exactly one of my favorite things in games, but you definitely want to be killing enemies, or you're going to reach a point where you can't progress in the game. But anyway, let's talk about how much I actually enjoy the game. You know, I've only played, I guess the first 2 zones, or I actually haven't beaten the boss of the second zone yet, but you know, the game's fun, controls fine, you know, has some cool, every level I've played so far, usually there's like a cool little twist or something. This is another of the fun things in the game, is these bowling balls, which sometimes show up, which help you destroy things. But yeah, it's fun knocking those around. Another move he has is that little uppercut move where you can, you know, that helped me launch the bowling ball back there into the air. Really, the main move you're going to be using a lot of the time is the dash move. But yeah, it's a decent design platformer. It actually sort of reminds me of Beautiful Joe. You might remember that game from GameCube. I guess that's more the art style, less the actual fighting and such. I guess a little bit, just as far as like destruction stuff, reminds me of Drill Dozer, which was also made by Game Freak back on the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, it's a decent, seems like a decent designed platformer. It's been entertaining to me so far. I like the destruction, you know, some cool, the graphics are pretty good. I've noticed, even though every once in a while the frame rate does seem to slow down a little bit if some crazy stuff is happening, it's nothing like dire, but you know, just like maybe a very slight slowdown, but not staying at 60 frames per second all the time. But yeah, you know, this is one of those games, just doing all this destruction and stuff is a lot of fun. Rolling around, going forward. And you do have to play smart. I did die a few times while playing, especially against these tanks. You just got to be careful, avoid the moves. But you know, they've been smart at putting checkpoints at good places and having a good amount of health and things out there to help you with as you progress. Yeah, so you know, I've been having fun with it. I think it's a cool game. It's too bad it's not on Wii U or 3DS. You know, because of the frame rate issues, I wonder how well it would even translate to Wii U and 3DS, but then, you know, maybe, you know, possibly, I'm not sure, I'm assuming the game is running 1080p, so possibly if you downgrade to 720p or they do different kinds of conversions and things, they could get it running fine. Who knows, I guess it probably, if they end up porting it, I'm sure that depends on how well it sells on all these systems first. But yeah, as you can see, this is like the level select. It's nothing too fancy, but it works. Let's see, this is a level on a train. It's sort of cool. I'm sort of confused about the story. I think he's sort of like a commando who like they've called in to help with the war. It's sort of funny. Of course, you know, that's what everyone wants, a badass elephant to come save the day. I think that's pretty much what we all want, just in real life too. Oh yeah, in this level they had these timer things which you want to run away from when they explode. But yeah, I'm not sure, I'll know soon how long the game is, but right now we're only allowed to show stuff from the first two zones, but I'm guessing, I'm not exactly sure how long the game is, but you know, getting through the first two zones, I guess probably, it didn't take me too long, probably about, well yeah, I haven't even beaten Zone 2, but it's probably, I've played about 3 hours or so, maybe less, 2 hours, but yeah, it's fun so far. Going back, collecting everything, I'm sure. It seems like things are relatively well hidden, so it probably will take a while. But anyway, yeah, if people are watching this video, I'm almost acting like this is a live stream, but it's not. But yeah, if you have any questions about the game, please ask me in the comments below. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty much the end. Thank you all for watching, and take care. Have an awesome day, and stay tuned for more Nintendo coverage. We got some more Mario Maker videos this weekend. Bye, all.